Muted. There we go. I'm unmuted. Okay. Hi everybody. Welcome to another map making stream with BirdieMaps. We're gonna take some willing victims, I guess, their maps and change their taverns into something slightly better, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, are you doing mine too? I don't really want you to do mine, but are you gonna do Brighthammer Hall too?
I thought about the smaller one.
Okay.
The
cool.
Smaller tavern with the round in front. Maybe you can show it. I think
Sure.
you can put it somewhere.
Yeah. Let me make your screen bigger. This one, right? Wait, hold on. Put it on the side. Oh. There we go.
All right.
Well, the one with it, it's a half circle on the bottom, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
I really like this layout, and that's why I wanted to recreate it. And also I think we never really done a city map.
Nope. Not yet.
That's why I want to pick this tavern too, but instead of putting it on the outside, we are going to place it inside a town.
That makes sense.
So, first, the most difficult part is getting the shape right and satisfying. Let's first do a little bit of road for. All right. So, this is where I need to focus most.
For the shape? Oh, because it's a circle?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, I think in the Brighthammer Hall one that I sent you, which is huge, so I was like, I hope you don't pick this one because it's huge. But I have a circle in that one, and yeah, I was like, why did I do this to myself?
Not so satisfying.
I need to adjust the screen. People are gonna be like, what's happening? There we go. Yeah, making the circles is the hardest. You have to like count the squares. Yeah,
exactly.
And then like match it. It's so hard. I wish there was a better tool for that, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know.
There are two options. Would also be another thing I do. Sorry, I have a little cough.
You're good.
Is by drawing a circle with the patterns and redraw this shape. That's also another idea.
That's smart. I never thought of doing that.
Both work. I do the circle one when it's a more complicated shape. This one is not so complicated. Try to recreate the original shape first and do some adjustments afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure the picture is a little blurry. I have a little before picture on the right for people to see on the stream. But it's a little hard to see. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for a moment here.
Yeah, so I need to make the map a little bit bigger. I was already reaching borders.
Yeah, I think the original map was what, 20 by 20? Yeah, so he's got like 2 little rooms there. I guess this is more like a guild hall, right? Not like a tavern.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. It's more like a guild hall. Yeah. It doesn't have restrooms, sleeping areas. Yeah, we're making it a tavern. All right, so this is the basic shape.
Yes.
It's a little wider than the original, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So.
that's something you do that I never really considered, was like having a little opening, like a little bit of the wall come over the opening. That's what happens in real houses, if you think about it. Not every one is like perfectly straight. Yeah. Anyway. You know, just pointing out things. I feel like sometimes when you get so into what you're doing, you're not really thinking about why you're doing it. I'm here to analyze why you're doing it.
Also, I have difficulty speaking and concentrating on the map too at the same time.
That's why I'm here. I ramble enough for the both of us. That's but this map was from W. That's his username on Discord. And he is one of my GMs for the West Marches. So that's, you know, a lot of fun. He makes a lot of good maps, actually. Like the map he provided here, I thought it was pretty good.
All right, so I picked this area here to make it a little bit more open, to later place an outside area with some tables and chairs as well. Same on this side. That's my concept. And whenever I don't know what to do next, I do something predictable, like the floors or shadows. That's where I waste my time.
Right, because they still need done anyway, so.
Exactly.
And I feel like when you are doing maps, like if you're going through things like the objects or that kind of stuff, it can spur, you know, creativity and inspiration.
Yeah, sometimes you see an object and know exactly, I need to make a room for it.
You're also the reason I add bathrooms to like every establishment, because every establishment should have a bathroom, even in medieval times, right? Even if it's an outhouse, like
That's these areas.
Yeah.
The bathrooms, yeah.
How long have you been making maps now?
Oh, a long time. Let me think. 4 years BirdieMaps and like 1 year before, but I also made maps for different kind of games too.
4 years. That's
Whenever there was a map editor, I probably have made a map.
Some pillars here. The original had pillars too, but it's such an open area, you would need those for support. A random question, which we probably should have talked about, but is this with the newer version of Dungeondraft that we may have or may have not received?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
So
there might be like 1 or 2 features, but I
say.
don't think I used them so far. Wait, brought me out of concept.
Sorry. So yeah, Birdie and I were lucky enough to talk to the maker of Dungeondraft, Mega Swoot, and they were testing some new features, and they asked us to test them. So they also made a whole bunch of new assets. So if you see things on here, it could be an asset pack. It could be now a new thing in I almost said Foundry, in Dungeondraft. So there's that. So you get a sneak peek.
I hope he's fine with it. I
Yeah.
guess.
I don't think it would be that big a deal, but also they'd have to figure out which ones were, you know, new too, because there's so many like asset packs. I think that it could be hard. So it's like a little stage area. You got, or no, like a
it
common.
goes downwards.
Like a little common place.
Exactly. So I think we can find something here. So these are the Casa Studios overhaul assets. The default Dungeondraft ones, but a little softer and more detailed. I think it's free on cartography assets.
On cartography assets, I don't like their website. I'm complaining. I'm gonna put this complaint out there. It's so slow for me. Is it slow for you?
It is really slow.
Yeah, they should work on that. Ooh.
I think they already did something.
Oh,
upgraded them. I'm also in contact with Nexonus. So yeah, it's a very slow page, but it works.
Yes, I like the stuff that's on there, so I'm still gonna use it. But I'm just lodging a little complaint that sometimes it runs really slowly for me, especially when it comes to logging in. I don't know why. I like that you layered the skull on top of the. I didn't think of doing that, but that makes more sense if you're like. I don't know that you could always taxidermy a dragon skull, you know, with the skin and stuff. How would they do that? I don't know, because then you'd have to have dragon scales, right? So.
Yeah.
We got a little piano.
Need some tables, the truck, and big barrels as well.
Big barrels for the bar? Oh, because they have a big barrel on there.
Exactly. Some kind of features that I want to keep.
Right, because we still want it to look similar.
Maybe. That works.
And again, putting them right up against walls and stuff.
Yeah, most of the time for interiors, it's searching the specific object.
Yes, I feel like I'm always looking for something.
And then you can't find it. Where is it? Where's the bar that I'm looking for? Can't find it. And let's make one.
When in doubt. I feel like taverns and stuff are really hard.
Why?
Because I feel like you, like, I don't know, it just has to look real. And if you don't do it right, then it doesn't look real, if that makes sense. There are more...
I think it's the scaling, for example.
The scaling?
The scale of objects and the space in between. Like, the original one is very spacious.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
maybe that's gives off the kind of unrealism.
Yeah, that's true. Because, like, I guess if you think about it, like, if you were a small business, right, and you had a restaurant or a cafe or whatever, a bar, you would try to put as many tables and people as you could in there so you could make more money, right? So I think that's probably part of it.
If it works, yes.
Yeah.
If your business is working well. On the other hand, big spacious places are usually a sign of luxury. So if it would be a very luxurious tavern, it makes more sense. But I like my spaces small.
I think it's easier to fill up a small space too, to make it feel like there's more of a a story there. Yes, Jacob, he made it. I'm ready to see what you do with my map, he says. Yes, please chat with us.
Alright. What I'm now doing is preparing my color palette,
Yes.
as it's not provided in Dungeondraft, to change the color palette. Maybe that's something, the default color palette. That's something we could suggest.
Yeah, you know, that would be nice. Kind of like, I don't know if you've ever used Procreate or anything, but like on Procreate you can like set like color schemes. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to accomplish, but maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not a developer.
Yeah, I actually have written a little program for it, which creates a Dungeondraft file with preset colors.
Wow.
But I never use it actually, as it's not so much time. Let's take a brown wash.
That's another thing I do too, and it's because I think I am just ordinarily I make things neat and tidy. I feel like I never put things askew. I have to like actually remind myself to like turn things so they're not perfect. Maybe it's the OCD, but like, you know, trying to put everything
that's
in
a big issue. That's actually a big issue. If you can manage to turn it off, the need to make everything symmetry, to keep the symmetry, to keep everything in place, then you can create more beautiful maps as you break symmetry, like with the walls or the whole shape of the building. It's not symmetrical anymore, like the original one is. You can also let's do it. So.
Oh yeah, make like almost warped.
So. It's not so important to keep the walls straight. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it sometimes looks really great.
Yeah, see, that's something I can't turn off most of the time. I have to actually like think about it and be like, nope, you need to make things look crazy. Someone said, Birdie making this look so easy. He normally does. Are you guys doing just one map today? Yes, I think. Unless you had another one.
Yeah. This will be a little bit bigger, depending on how far we get. Maybe a second floor or an underground area too.
Yes. We're turning, Jacob, we're turning your guild hall more into a tavern. So it's a little different than what you gave us. And he likes that you added the stairs in the middle there, around the fireplace.
That's always a good choice to make kind of half stories. Sure, you say it.
Yeah.
Like only going a little bit lower, not a whole level.
Yes, like a half step down. Yeah, I never do that. I need to do that more. I learned lots of things from you. I don't know if I'm good at map making or anything now, but I'm at least trying to learn something. If nothing else from these streams, if nobody else gains anything, I did at least.
I always recommend preparing prefabs, saving everything as prefab. And also what I do is creating a collection of prefabs for certain things. Like all the bottles, all eggs, or...
I need to do that.
It took a long time creating these, like all alchemy stuff and separated. Always useful to have.
Yeah, because then you don't have to look through everything.
Yeah, after several thousand scrolls through the list, I'm sick of searching.
Jacob says, I've been learning a lot from the streams. Like, I'm I'm going to be using the tricks with the paths to make the ore like the mind map you guys made in a different stream. Well, that's good. I don't know if you heard, Jacob, I said that your maps were pretty good. Like, you know, maybe not birdie level maps, but I mean, even the one here, I'm like, that's a pretty good map. Adam says, can you grab pieces of those prefabs and place just one thing? Like the billion bottles you just had? Yes. So you can select and move them around. You can separate a whole, like, grouping, and then you can just... That's why he suggests making prefabs, because then you can just have, like, a table that's already set up with stuff, and you can just reuse it on other maps. It's very useful. Even if you don't make however many hundreds of maps that Birdie has made, it's still useful because, you know, you're always going to need like a desk with a bunch of just papers on it, you know, or like a map room or things like that.
Exactly.
Jacob says, I doubt it's nearly as good as Birdie's, but I appreciate the compliment. Okay. And Adam says, oh, cool. I thought the prefab thing was turning multiple objects into a single object. I didn't know you could pull the prefab and then break the pieces back out. Yes, it does turn it into one object. But yeah, you can disconnect them. I like what you did there with the stove and the wall being stone behind it. Makes sense, so it doesn't catch on fire.
You don't want to burn down your house. Maybe it happened like 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
That's why they built the stone areas.
Music is from Michael Gelfie Studios, if anybody's listening. I mean, everybody's listening, I guess. But I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, it's Friday, guys. I just thought of, too, you didn't put doors on anything. And I was like, you know, that's kind of smart to not do it until you know how the room is going to be. Right?
Exactly. You're great at analyzing me. Too good.
Well, because I was thinking, like, a lot of times I'll put the door down and the windows down, and then I'll be like, oh, it doesn't make sense to be here, and then I have to delete it and rearrange because it doesn't feel like, you know, that's how a building would flow. So I'm just pointing out things. That's another thing I'm going to point out is layering things like this, just having certain things stick out a little bit. Like, you don't have to see everything to know what it is, you know? Our minds fill in the blanks.
What I'm always saying is placing the assets on the right layer. That everything on every shelf is like on layer 2. Every object above, layer 2 or 3. And below you allows me to interchange in between without having to worry that it's sometimes going above the object.
Layers. That thing I never do. Well, I do it, but I don't have a system. I need to just have a system, write it on a sticky note, and just put it on my screen when I'm mapping.
It's kind of natural, I would say. Like 1 is everything on the ground, 2 is every bigger furniture, like shelves. Tables are 1, that's an exception, because we want to always place above things on the table. And that's it, basically. Trees come on layer 3 and 4, shadows on 4.
That I always do. Shadows I always put on 4. That's the only one I got.
Small plants on layer 1, bushes on layer 2.
See, it makes sense, but that doesn't mean I do it.
We now have hotkeys.
Yes, we do. So that will make it easier. So again, he's using what we got from I guess, can we call him a friend? I don't know if he would consider us a friend. But we got Mega's Flute sent us some stuff to test, and one of the features he's going to implement, I don't know when it releases. Do you know when it releases?
I think, I'm not sure, I haven't checked Reddit yet.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I don't know when it's going to release, but he's testing hotkeys. So now there are hotkeys, like the numbers correspond to the different layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for your different layers to make it easier to swap between them. And then there's one for underwater, and I don't remember what the other one was because I didn't use it.
For above walls.
Oh, above walls. Jacob is also putting layers into practice more now. So that's good. He's also learning from you. See? What's this? This back door or back room?
Maybe a secret room, but I originally thought of a smoker.
Oh.
I don't need walls right now. Sometimes I place walls in between, but rarely. Oh, these are mostly Scron's assets.
I recognize
Don't forget to subscribe to Scron.
Yeah. Did I put those? I don't think I've been putting the links in the description. I need to be doing that. Because you can get them for free, although I'm sure, I mean, Birdie and I have paid for commercial license, but
Yep.
there are a lot. So... Wood in your smoker. I don't know much about smokers. See, this is probably the other problem, right? I have to look things up a lot on how something like this would look. And that right there, you turned it slightly. I wouldn't do that. I would just put it in a row, and then you'd be like, why is the meat so perfectly aligned here?
What I always do, or often do, is watching documentaries while I map. When I make a windmill map, I watch a documentary about windmills in the medieval times. Or did so, not anymore. I have seen more than enough.
Right. I think one thing I do, one thing I do is I actually look at like real world pictures. I don't watch documentaries though. I should watch more documentaries.
Oh, works too. Works too.
I'd probably be like, what does a smoker look like in medieval times? And then unfortunately though, a lot of times it's like, here's a picture of ruins, you know? So there's like nothing in there. But
yeah, sometimes you have to consider realism and playability.
yeah, It's also a fantasy world, so if it's not 100% accurate, I mean, we're also talking about a world with magic, so...
Have you never seen a smoking room? A smoker?
No.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, I'm sure my husband and stuff has, because they, like, you know, hunt deer and do that sort of stuff. They smoke the meat, but I don't care about that kind of stuff. I just want to eat it, so I don't care where it comes from. Adam says when he last downloaded the Scrunt assets, there were 35 asset packs that could be downloaded for free. So no telling how many there are now.
So many? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't checked. Maybe we should be checking. Nostalgia Steve says, I always wondered why so much is going on in every room in long lost dungeons. I mean, I feel like we just stick a lot of bones in the ones. I put a lot of bones and rocks and cobwebs.
Always.
Yep. Mushrooms too.
I always show to the layer when I use the hotkey. So don't get confused, just so you are aware that I'm using the layers.
Yeah, the hotkey though is clutch. I'm really enjoying it. Adam says, you've definitely driven past smokehouses, KYLIE. A lot of old tobacco drying barns got converted or used for things like that. They're all over the eastern US. I mean, driving past them is not the same as going inside them. We were just talking before stream how big the US is and how, like, to drive from one just on the East Coast, to drive from where I live to Florida is like a 20-hour drive. And he's like, how? It's so big.
It's crazy. Just crazy. You need like 8 hours in Germany from one side, from south to north. That's a bit longer, but west to east.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know how long it takes to drive from the East Coast to the West Coast. I can tell you I've never tried. It's got to be at least a week.
Also different time zones.
No, Adam says it's a hollow box with rods running through it for hanging stuff. The tobacco drying barns. And they aren't super complicated. They start a fire in or next to it and run the smoke through the inside. Huh. Oh.
Exactly.
Right. I see.
Depending on the type of wood you use, you get a different smoke smell, smoke
Flavor?
scent.
I think.
Flavor. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many sausages in this room.
Oh, I think that's enough sausages.
Making a prefab.
Exactly.
Room. You have like a method even to this. You see, he's got like RO probably for room. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. After several thousand prefabs, you start to develop a system.
Yeah. Jacob says, I've driven from Georgia to Arizona and it took us about 36 hours to do that. And that's not as far, right? I mean, it depends on where you are in Georgia and where you're going in Arizona, I think. Birdie's like, I don't know. They're all states. That's all.
No idea.
And Adam says he's hungry again. It is almost dinner time for me. It's like 5:30. So after stream, I'll be eating for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit later here.
Yeah. Adam says move to something that's not food related. We're in a tavern. We can move to drinks. Lots of tables.
The music ended.
Your music ended? Mine didn't.
Mine. I started it a little bit earlier.
Oh, okay. Yes, it only goes for 30 minutes and then it will have to be repeated.
Usually I don't do tables anymore. I have so many, but for the case of the stream, I forgot to set the layers.
Yes, you can change layers, which is what I end up doing a lot. feel like you need to put 4 at one table. Like they moved one from that one to a different table. Like, why is that one only got 3?
True, that's a neat story. So, different chairs.
Where do y'all get these asset packs? Cartography assets. Mostly. So Scrants.
Exactly. That's my source of assets.
Yeah. Birdie has some on there too. So if you go to cartography assets, you can find Birdie's assets. I have those.
Mm-hmm. Some of them are even good.
A lot of them are good. Don't be so judgmental.
Not the first ones. My first ones are horrible.
Well, does anybody like the first thing they created? Let's be honest, right? We put a table runner on here. What a fancy tavern we got.
So, choice of color. That's an important question. Now we choose the color theme of the map, which is kind of dictated by the tablecloths. Green. Pick a color, any color.
I was gonna say green because I feel like green makes you think fresh and fresh food. And that's a marketing tactic. Can you tell I worked in marketing? People already have preconceptions on color, so if you use certain colors, then they feel a certain way. Jacob said burlap table runner. Adam says, quote, don't be judgmental about your own stuff. And he said, pot calling the kettle black over there. You're right. I judge my own stuff. I didn't say I didn't. I just told Birdie not to.
So again, like with the cave tutorial, variation in the color makes the map more interesting.
It's only slightly different, but still different. It might be hard to see too on the stream versus... I don't know. Also, I'm looking at... I don't know why, but I put the camera on my crappy monitor. I have 2 monitors, and one is like, beautiful 4K, and then the other one is like, I don't know, something I bought for like $60. So... Maybe it's 1080? I don't know. Who's just leaving their cup tilted on the side like this? I'm mad for the tavern owners.
If that's the biggest problem in your tavern in a D&D universe, you should be happy.
I guess that's true.
I hope this guy has a good insurance. Too much wood.
Oh god. That's literally I don't know what my players were doing. But my husband was like, "Did you plan for us to just fight them?" And I was like, "I plan for you to always fight them. I don't care what it is. I have stat blocks prepared." And I also have a quick little thing like on my DM screen about how how to figure out like the hit points and the AC on objects. Like if it's made of metal or wood or whatever. I have that as well because I have a barbarian who wants to destroy every door instead of opening it. So Nostalgia Steve says, "Oh no coasters." All caps, no coasters. Yeah, on a wood table. How could they?
No what?
No coasters, you put under your drink.
I don't know. Didn't do that. Well.
Yeah, it's like to protect their wood table from watermarks. Very specific word.
Untersetzer.
Say that again.
Untersetzer.
Oh. I don't think I could repeat it.
Fork. That's what we need. Also, Dungeondraft is a great way to learn English.
I bet.
or mapping in general. So many words I knew early on. Like barrel, one of my first English words I knew.
Huh. Man, someone needs to bust these tables. Yep. Or, you just put tokens down for commoners and hope that your players don't fight them all. Hey, we got a little game going on this table. Some cards on this one. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, someone says, I've been waiting for service in these ruins for 3 hours. 3 hours? That would be a long time. You should probably have just left. Oh yes, light sources here. What time is it in Germany right now?
It's close to 12 p.m.
Oh.
0.
Oh, 12 a.m. is what we would say.
AM.
It's the start of the new day.
Yep.
Yeah. Dirty dishes everywhere, 0 stars. That's your review for the tavern. A pizza?
Why not? Maybe some burger.
Hey, why not?
It's a fantasy universe.
That is true.
Okay.
Jacob asks a question. So, what got you into map making?
Holy shit. I was not prepared for this deep question. What brought me into map making? Like Dungeondraft map making, D&D map making, or modding map making in general?
Adam's laughing because he says he broke Birdie. I don't know. Well, I guess in general. Yeah, Jacob says in general.
In general, I was a kid and I didn't like the maps I've seen in video games, so I created my own. For example, for Heroes of Might and Magic, Age of Wonders, Spellforce, Fallout.
Cool.
And the other reason, of course, D&D.
Yes.
Basically, I was unable to find the maps I needed.
Jacob says that's really cool. And Mao Peach says, never trust a skinny innkeeper. And yes, Jacob says he also started with maps for D&D, or does them for D&D. Adam says, wait, Fallout? Are there Fallout mods from Birdie I should be looking for? I don't know about that.
Oh, I think I have published like 1 or 2, but nothing serious. I was 14 back then, or 16, even though the game was for 18, but a different story.
Hey, I was playing Halo when I was like, well, we won't get into that actually. I was young. Nostalgia Steve says, I'm old and I remember having to get your own graph paper and mapping games like Bard's Tale.
Yeah, that can work, but I got into map making because of the pandemic, because of Corona. I'll take a short break here. Before I was playing IRL with my friends, was the game master, and I have of course I do like to paint Warhammer minis. That's kind of the typical hobby you can have as a GM, and was making landscapes as well. And when we switched to online gaming, I needed some maps and cool background and started to make maps.
I did not get into minis. Everybody else was like, oh yeah, minis. I did a lot of minis. I didn't get into minis, but I didn't do it on purpose. One, I don't have a very steady hand. I know I probably could have developed one over time, but I don't have a very like steady hand, and they're so small, and it's a lot of commitment. I'm like, well, what if I like mess up? And then two, I feel like, especially with like Warhammer, like you can have so many in an army and stuff. I was like, no.
Oh, it's such a joy.
I'm sure, but I didn't need another hobby that costs a lot of money, right?
Yeah, it's time consuming and expensive.
Yeah.
And money consuming.
Yes. Jacob also paints minis. Yep. See, I feel like that's just a typical GM thing, like you said. Like, gotta start somewhere.
I don't do the other tables. Sorry, it's taking too long.
There you go. Prefabs. You haven't lived until you painted your first mini, then get disappointed and paying some kid to paint them for you. I think that's the other thing. I have a sister who's really good at like art and painting, and so I was like, I'll start comparing myself, and I just don't need to do that. So we're just not. Jacob says, I really enjoy map making as well. I do lots of CAD drawings for work, so the skills transfer well. Interesting. I actually, yeah, I actually, when I was in high school, did a lot of CAD drawings. I was in a lot of tech classes and considered doing that for a living, but then changed my mind and was like, I'll be a teacher. And then I changed my mind about that, and here we are. Hi.
Now you're making journalism.
Yes, I'm still doing creative things and, you know, using design skills, but it's just different.
It's a great outlet. So much time saved.
Yes, yeah. It took you like so long to do the 2 long tables, and then just like bam, done with these other ones. Jacob says, you still teach with all those Foundry tutorials. You're not wrong. I do like helping people is the big thing.
Yeah, the Foundry tutorials.
Yes.
When was the last one?
I have one coming out next week.
Oh, awesome.
If you remember, you can watch it now. It's nothing crazy though. Members just always get.
Yeah, let's watch it together. Right now.
Yeah, no, it's about, you know, journal entries, but I think last one before that was a while ago, because I didn't want to do anything because I knew the new version of Foundry was coming out, and I was like, I'm just gonna have to remake things because the new version's coming out. So I just put a stop on it for a bit.
The new version is not so well done, in my opinion. I don't like it.
I think there's pros and cons. I just wish that we could like choose the UI almost, you know, because they moved all these things.
Sorry. Go on.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. What I don't like is it's not the Foundry itself. It's the D&D system, which they have changed, and I'm not satisfied with it.
They just updated that too. I haven't. Right, they're in version 5 now. Yes, for the D&D system.
Maybe.
I think someone in the chat might know. Jacob might know, actually. Yeah, I haven't tried the new stuff because, again, we're doing like a West Marches. So if we update, like if one of us updates, we all have to update. And the new stuff's like breaking modules again. So I'm like, I just want to wait until all that settles. Someone says, I started using Dungeondraft. It has a much better learning curve compared to Campaign. I've never heard of Campaign Cartographer. Have you?
Dungeondraft is also done by the same creator.
Yeah, I knew that one.
I didn't use it so far. I bought it, but never really used it.
I don't think I bought it. probably should, actually. But never did. Well, you don't do a lot of big world maps, though. You do just, like, this size.
Battle maps. Mostly battle maps. I recently found Canvas of Kings. That's on Steam.
Oh, they sent me a thing. They asked me to review their thing, and they were gonna give me a free thing, but I was like, I don't have time, and I don't want to like take your free stuff if I don't have time.
Why did they get to you when they should get to me?
I know, I don't know. I guess I should have sent them to you. But yeah, well, because they
I already own it.
Yeah, they want the video is what it is, but I'm like, I don't have time to do all these reviews. Canvas of Kings is so much fun. I love its art style, says Jacob. And Mao Peach says
it's
campaign.
Hard to learn in my opinion. Easy to learn, hard to master.
Oh, is it? That's the one that's like black and white, though, right? Or
yeah,
am I?
Yeah, okay. But it also has the cartoonish outline, so matches perfectly. I can share a map I've made today with it later in the Discord.
Sure, yeah. So join the Discord if you want to see examples. Am I plugging enough? I don't know. And Mao said the campaign cartographer is made by Pro Fantasy and uses a CAD interface. Huh. And Jacob says his complaint about Canvas of Kings is they don't have enough layer height? What do you mean by that? Like, you can't get above a certain height? I've never used it.
I don't know. I made 2 maps so far.
Okay.
One today and one like 6 months ago.
That's funny. Yeah, they offered to send me a free... Okay, Jacob says, not enough depth. I tried making a cliffside village and it didn't work well. Okay, interesting. I think their style is neat. And I was like kind of bummed. I was like, oh, I wish I had time, but I don't have time. Somebody else also reached out to me and I had to decline. I was like, I don't have time. Because I like to, spend good amounts of time. If I'm going to review something, I want to like fully go through it.
Makes sense, yeah.
Adam asks Jacob. We were asking Jacob this. You mean visually, or do they limit the number of layers you can create in Canvas of Kings? Does it have layers?
I don't know, actually. It kind of does. So I've never made dungeon maps or battle maps with it. Kind of like city maps. You can do both, actually. So what do we have here? That's a mapping room.
Oh, he said the layers are on a handle, like a slider. Oh, and Canvas has a free demo. So there's that. Apparently we're plugging other people's stuff. Stop helping other people, Adam, and help us. Plug Birdie. You can get any of his maps for free on his Patreon right now. They're also on Reddit a lot of the time, too. I don't know if you still post them on Reddit, but... And if you are a patron, you can get the VTT, version where you don't have to worry about the walls and the lighting, because I hate doing that.
Oh. One of my friends recently subbed to my Patreon who started DMing. Mm-hmm. And he was so annoyed by making the walls by hand. And I told him, why don't you use the VTT file? What's the VTT file? And he was doing a whole dungeon with it.
Oh my goodness. No thank you. That's why I am a patron. So I can get the VTT files. Oh, here we go. Jacob says, Birdie and KYLIE are the best. Their videos and maps are great. I don't know, but my maps are great, but Birdie's maps are great. Adam says, yeah, because I've never told anyone about either of you ever. Sarcasm. That is better, Jacob. Much better. too bad he's a GM, or I'd be like, your character's not on the chopping block, but as a GM, your character's always going to be on the chopping block. Adam doesn't even have characters in the West Marches, so I can't even threaten to kill off his characters. We always threaten, but I don't think I've knocked someone out a couple times, but that's about it. I don't think I've ever even come close to killing someone.
No?
Not in the West Marches.
You never?
In Drakenheim, yes, and in other campaigns, yes, but in our West Marches, we're using 2024 rules, and I feel like it's much harder.
To kill a player.
Yes, yes.
Player character.
Yes, a player character, not a player.
Kill the character, not the player.
Not the player. Ooh, Jacob says he might kill someone's character in his next quest. I hope so. We need to up that death count in Remnant. I put out a little newsletter every month, and I'm always like, here's the character deaths, and it's been 0 this entire time. So we've got a map room, we've got what looks to be like probably the tavern owner's office for paperwork. Or it could be, I guess, if this is like a guild meeting room, adventure hall.
It can still be used as a guild hall.
Yeah. Justin! Hey, Justin! At one point I was really lost with all this tabletop and map making stuff, but now, thanks to Birdie and KYLIE, I feel confident with my maps, and I have the happiest players. Great. Leave that review on public channels like Birdie's Patreon. Or, no, just kidding.
Oh, that's kind.
So how often do you play D&D? Is it like a weekly game for you, or?
I stopped for a couple of months playing D&D. But I'm restarting this month, and then we want to go weekly.
Oh, okay.
Before that I was running 2 campaigns as a game master, both of them bi-weekly. Or every other week. So at least one time per week I have played D&D. That's important. But I noticed that it's still a little bit too less frequent. So you need to play weekly with one campaign to have more free time, at least for me as a GM. I otherwise want to rush a little bit. Hey, I want to get to this point. I'm waiting for this moment like 6 months. Now go.
I feel the same way. I feel like if you play weekly, I don't have to remember as much too, because it's like you're doing it every week, so you know where you've left off. My Drakenheim campaign, it's supposed to be bi-weekly, but most of the times it's like monthly because we have to skip due to like family obligations or whatever, especially in the summer because everybody's so busy in the summer. And I feel like I have to review everything, and then I'm like, we haven't made any progress. I was talking to another GM, also started a Drakenheim campaign around the same time as me, and his group is so much further because they play like every 2 weeks, but they play every the other week, And yeah. Oh, here's some more comments. Okay, so the thing on the right side was like a reception room, and there was a quest board. Can Birdie add a quest board?
Oh, yeah, sure. Good idea.
And Justin's message was redacted. What did you do? Birdie should join Justin's Draw Steel game. Have you ever played Draw Steel?
No, never. The only other game I know is Call of Cthulhu.
Ah, I only played like one Call of Cthulhu game, and that I don't remember much. I also did the little starter box, which has a solo thing in it, and I did that on a stream once. Justin says, that would be fun. Come on, Birdie. It is also, he's in Germany, so timing would be hard. You'd have to do a
I think
face
so.
reveal, though. We are doing cameras, so we're
That's
gonna put it on.
That's fine. I'm never satisfied with the signs. Maybe I draw my own.
With the signs?
The quest boards.
Oh, yeah. You know what
This
I
one.
did one time? I just put like a regular board, like a wooden board, and I just attached paper to the one side. I don't know if it looked very good, but it was like better than what I could find.
Yeah, that can work. That could work. But I think it's difficult to place paper on top of it.
Yeah.
Only thing I could imagine is...
Someone says, Mao Peach says they started out trying Sword World. I don't even know what that is.
Sword World, no.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is one where I'd want to draw it too. Because it's hard to like put the paper on it, you know? There should be paper
Yeah, but
on
we
it.
can simulate it or imply it by placing paper around this
Yes,
area.
yeah. You're not wrong, but Jacob says, I believe I did paintings on mine, but made the color white. Oh. That's a good idea.
Smart. That's very smart.
He says, and looks for paintings.
Yeah, this works. That's good.
Look, you taught Birdie something. Sword World is a 2d6 system that murdered D&D in Japan. Okay. Jacob's excited. He says, woohoo, that he taught you something. How hard would it be to add a different map image to the map assets?
I don't know, they have specific wishes. Yeah, sure. What kind of map do you want?
Yeah.
Got a lot of...
Adam says the comments are why he does this. Gotta steal new tricks to up his game. I don't think that's why we do this.
We could do this like this.
He meant if I wanted to add my own regions on the map. Oh, like on this little map, you mean? Oh, I don't know. I've never tried to do something like that. I feel like that would be a thing that would just be really hard to do that you don't necessarily need to do, you know?
In this case, I think it's easier to make your own asset for it, rather than creating it in Dungeondraft. It's not that difficult to draw assets.
I've never even added my own assets. I have to, I should be putting tutorials for Dungeondraft together as well. Adam says, wouldn't you create a smaller version of your map to use as an asset? Yes, essentially.
Exactly.
Justin says, I feel like you'd have to import an asset to like GIMP, then change it to your taste, and then save it and import it into it. Yeah. You could also do that in Foundry too if you wanted, if you didn't need it on more than one map, You could shrink it a map or hand draw it real fast and then just make a tile on Foundry too.
This can work, but if the map is too big, then it will hit the performance.
That is true. You have to make it small. Adam says, we're over here trying to help in chat like KYLIE and Birdie aren't going to say what we're typing 2 minutes before we can get the message out. Yeah. It's fine. You guys are doing your part. You're making it seem like we're very busy in the chat, and I like that. Do you have a tutorial on making assets? No.
I want to make one.
We could consider that.
Actually
Who's
wanted
peeing
to
on the floor in
do
here.
it. Yeah, I wanted to do it. Sorry?
I said, who's peeing on the floor in here?
That's the mail room.
Anyway, sorry. But yeah, Justin says I would just worry about matching the art style. But you kind of figured out how to match the art style with your assets, right?
Yeah, it's simple. It's really, really simple. I actually wanted to make a tutorial for drawing assets today, but I think we're running out of time. So this tavern is more than enough.
So maybe next month we'll do one on asset
Next time.
making. Yeah.
But because they are also very simple rules to follow.
Huh. Yeah, I've never even tried. But I should, because there are certain things that I'm like, this is very specific to my campaign. No one's gonna have an asset for this. Kylie over here acting like her other half has never splashed out of the bowl before. If he has, he's cleaned it up because he has manners. Justin says, I have one job on this lousy ship. That's Adam. Yeah, it is to chat. And Jacob loves the urine detail, so there's that. He didn't mind the pee. I'm the only one that complained, huh?
Always forget the mice.
Can you separate the pieces in the combination assets like the bedroom? Yes, because those, I don't know if you were here earlier, Mao, but these are all prefabs that Birdie has put together in the past. So he put all of these little rooms and stuff together, probably on a different map, saved them as a prefab, and now he can separate them, click and drag them to where he wants them in this room, saving him time, so you don't have to recreate everything.
So I always have the rule to make at least a few rooms myself every time I make a map, like the smoker this time, or some tables. Save them as new prefabs, so I always expand my collection. It's not all wasted. Yeah.
What is this? Computer, is there another beryllium sphere on the board? What does this mean? What is beryllium, Adam and Justin? Galaxy Quest jokes for those who don't know. Thank you. I did not know.
That's unfair.
Yeah, right?
I feel excluded in my own stream.
Same. That's how it feels often on my own server. They are always making jokes. I'm like, what are we talking about? Another statue? We've got 3 statues now on this.
You can never have enough statues.
Watch the movie, he says. You should be ashamed. It's the best Star Trek movie ever made. I watch only a few Star Trek movies. I blame my mother. She might be in the audience. I don't know. She tried to call me and I was like, Mom, I'm streaming right now. I blame my mom because my mom was so into Star Trek. And so I did the opposite, right? So, not that I hate Star Trek or anything. I was just never into it.
I think I have to remove the barrel, even though I wanted to keep it.
I mean... it makes sense. Oh, right, because you wanted possibly an upstairs. Jacob says that he also wasn't big into Star Trek, so it's okay. Thank you. Millennial problems. Mom, I can't talk right now. I'm streaming. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny though. My mother, and you can ask her. She's often in games on the Discord server, but she literally calls me every time that I'm busy. Like, it's without fail. I don't know if
that's a talent mothers have.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how this happens, but it's every time. Are there assets that could give your map more of a Star Wars, Star Trek feel? Yes, there are, like, sci-fi ones. I just downloaded, like a cyberpunk, not a cyberpunk, gosh, a steampunk. I always say that. A steampunk pack, recently that I liked. Okay, bye, Adam. He says he has to go.
I think Gnome Factory has made a lot of sci-fi assets too.
I've heard of
And
Gnome.
Matthew has some.
Oh, does he?
Hmm?
Matthew has some?
I'm not sure if he released them
Oh.
so far. I want to make the shadows. So there's always shadows on layer 4.
We will be giving this map out. We'll put it in the Discord. Also give it to, not Justin, to Jacob because he donated it and we tore it apart. So it's only fair that we give him and a map. Flint, buddy, you have to be gentle. I know, yes. Oh, you never get any love, huh? Never mind that you were in my lap earlier while I was making journals, which is not like an easy thing to do with a cat in your lap. It's really not.
Mine is crying outside. She desperately wants to get in.
Like, why? My cats do that, especially at night.
Sometimes you can hear her.
I haven't yet. But I wouldn't complain. I know what it's like.
Yeah, she does.
She's like, why can't you hear me?
More like, let me in, no.
My pink
Then
light.
she's scratching the door.
My pink light just went off. Oh, because hubby went to pick up the baby. So all the lights turned off because it thinks I'm not home. Yeah, my cats do the same thing every night at 10 p.m. They want a snack before bed. It's like a tooth cleaning like snack.
Good night snack.
Yeah, it's always before bed. So. There we go. Oh, another little half stair to add depth. It adds so much.
Don't forget to use the pipette tool. Or whatever you call it.
Pipette? Is that what we say?
Pipette?
Pipette?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, pipette.
I am very bad. I know that English is my first language, but I actually am very bad at pronouncing things. My husband makes fun of me a lot because a lot of times, especially big English words, are things I've only like read, and so I don't know how you say it because I've never heard it being said. So like the first, I would say probably like the first 5 or 6 years we were together, there was always like words that he was like, do you mean this word? He made fun of the way I said comfortable forever, so I changed the way I said it.
I think that's a part of the English language.
Yeah, it's hard. I think it's a part of any language,
There's
honestly.
so many words that are pronounced differently. So many.
It's true.
You don't even follow your own rules.
It's true. I like this. This is something I steal from you a lot, where you like just outline the room, so it gives it like a little bit of something different without giving too much pattern. Because some of these patterns are just, it's too much if you make the whole room that, you know? But just accents is different. That's because we steal from every language. You are 100% correct. We steal a lot of our language from other people. I don't know if people can see, but maybe a little bit. Flint's arms have gone straight up into the sky.
Oh, he's a little fascist.
Oh no. I don't know how this might be comfortable for him. Oh my goodness. Oh right, because you have a door there. I was like, why are you doing that? Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I feel
That's my OCD triggering.
Ah. At least it's not just me. Nope.
I actually need something in the center.
I was gonna say, that looks good. I was gonna say you need something there. I think you also need something in front of the fireplace. Like some rug or
Fireplace
something.
we're doing next.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's scratching the door. Oh god damn.
I do hear that.
Why is she
slightly.
so cute?
You just let her in, it's fine. This will just be the cat map making stream. A bear rug. Oh yeah, because the original has a bear rug, huh? Is what Jacob says. Had a bear rug. Oh, we might hear my little girl coming in.
Nothing satisfies me.
I know. I don't like any of those either. I don't know what to add.
Nope. We do it later. That's also something that happens a lot to me too, and I guess to others as well. You're not satisfied, just skip it. Do it at a different time.
Yep.
Another day if you have enough time, but we don't have time. I'm in a hurry.
The other thing I like to do is let the map sit and then come back to it, you know? Like, in a couple days. And then look at it, and then I realize, oh, I missed this. Oh, I forgot this. That's a big bear. That is a huge bear.
We can also make an old bear.
Oh. Oh, Mark has a question. If you were transported into the world of D&D, is FF Final Fantasy or WoW, and or all fantasy games, and had to make your perfect character as yourself, what would you choose? Wow, this is a very complicated question. Race, class, multi-class, prestige, anything else?
Yeah, that's a typical question. I think every D&D group has asked each other. So for me, it would be D&D universe because that's the one I know best. I probably would be a druid. Race, human, I guess. But if I can choose, maybe an elf, classic, half elf, half elf.
That's what I would pick. I would definitely be a half elf. I always play, if I can, I always play either a druid or a ranger, and they're a half elf. If I'm in, even like when I played Skyrim, I was like an archer, you know, like
stealth archer.
Yeah. Jacob also, he says he would be a wood elf ranger. See? It would just be overpopulated with elven rangers. Oh, it can be a black bear or a polar bear to break up the color of brown. I kind of like it as brown, though. What is this? What are you making now? What is this room?
This is gonna be a big, huge pile of rocks.
I see. The chimney.
Like this.
Yeah.
More than a chimney, I guess.
Oh, well, I feel like
part of the wall structure.
Yeah. We might make that wall so it's not flammable. Hi, Maddie. Maddie has joined. She's a member of the server too. Let's see what else. Justin says, actually, if this was an 80s tavern, everything would be browned with maybe some orange. Yeah, you're not wrong. And some very strange patterns. Mark says they would be a human level 9 cleric of Paylor, or a level 10 ranger. Oh, and a level 10 ranger and then 1 level sorcerer multi-class. Okay. That's very specific. I didn't get that specific. I would just be, well, I'd probably be scared if I were suddenly in a fantasy world, you know? You know?
I would be prepared.
You'd be prepared?
I have my plans ready. No, just...
I am napping soon, Maddie says, but I wanted to join in. I need to improve my map making skills.
I guess we're doing it more often.
Yeah, I guess so. We do it like once a month so far. We might keep the trend.
It's a good pace.
Yeah. Mark says he's never seen this mapmaker, BirdieMaps. You should check out his stuff. He's on Patreon. Links are in the description.
Yeah.
He gives all of them for free,
Yep.
right? And then you can get the VTT versions and stuff if you become a patron. Yeah, Dungeondraft is cheap. I think it was $20 when I last looked. I don't know what it is now.
Thanks. Not sure. I haven't paid it more than once.
Yeah, once you pay it once, it's done. You know, you don't have to pay a subscription, which is partially why I went with it. Little storage room back here. No, you still kept the barrel. You just put it in storage. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Mark says, it's okay, you can just be a social character instead. Safer that way. I beg to differ, because if you've met my
I
players...
I wouldn't be an adventurer.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't be an adventurer.
Too dangerous.
Yeah. I think I would... I don't know that I'd work in a tavern either, in case adventurers came through and tried to beat me up, because that's what my party likes to do. Dungeondraft is very versatile and flexible, Justin says, and he just found out it's moddable. Yeah, I also just found out that it was moddable. I think because Justin told me it was moddable.
It is so, but I actually haven't found a mod that was well enough, to be honest. So there are a few ones that are good, but most of them hit on my performance too hard. Like Drop Shadow or so, which creates a good-looking shadow on the maps. But for the really big maps, it was just lagging. So maybe we can make some kind of backroom area here.
Yeah, fill the space. I like that. That's also something I don't do, is just block off areas like that. It's because I try too hard to make things look perfect, and you gotta ignore your OCD when you map make. The hardest part of map making. Justin says he would also not be an adventurer. You know, the guy that dies in the background of the epic fight scene? That's me. That's why I said I would never go into like I don't want to be in haunted houses or like anything scary, spooky, because I'm half Asian and a girl, and I feel like Asians are the first to go, aren't they? Because they're only the white men survive. So I'm like, I don't want to. I'll stay out here. Never let perfect be the enemy of good. Yes, a good quote. Oh, like a little private area here. You could put a curtain up, like they could shut
exactly.
it. Yeah.
That was my plan.
Hey, like mines. Yep. And then they can close it off. I feel like you could tell so many stories about this place, and like we don't even know what this map was made for. Well, you know what I mean? Like it's a guild hall, but like you can just look at it and be like, oh, that's what this room is for. The objects tell a story.
The combination of objects,
Yes.
I would say. Like the following, which I sometimes do, not always, but it's always a fun joke.
Like someone stepped in it and walked out. Oh, and like a moldy piece of bread behind stuff. I like it. I mean, you already had rats too. I saw the little mice. So, makes sense. Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I always do the floors closer to the end. Maybe it's after a lot of training or making maps, I see what I want to place in the end. But yeah, so I can imagine it a little bit better.
I think, yeah, if you pick, it's just like when you put doors down, right? You're already like, if you put a door down and a window down, you've already decided where those things are, and then you have to work around that. Whereas if you put the objects in first and then worry about the doors, the floor, etc., you can change that to fit what you've put in the room instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Kind of developing a proper workflow. I use these pillars to cover up these ugly overlaps.
Yes.
And it also looks great.
Yes, I was gonna say that. It's covering, because I feel like that happens to me a lot too, where you connect the walls and like some of the corners will be like rounded on top of the other sections. And you're like, I don't really want it to look like that, but yeah, adding pillars is a good way of like hiding that, but also it's thematic because like I feel like that style of building would have, you know, pillars like that too. So it works. Adam left and the chat got quiet, so we can blame Adam for all the
The most talkative person in this stream has gone.
Aside from me, the second most talkative
Yeah.
person.
I have a task to do. I have excuses.
Yes, you do. You have, and it takes a little bit of concentration. And Jacob says, "Hey, hey, hey! I'm still here." Oh my goodness.
All right.
That looks great.
Looks great so far, yeah.
Yeah. Just changing up the floor.
Oh, sometimes you have assets that are already colored, but have a base color white. You can, like this one. It should be white, but it is colored. Changing now to green gives you some kind of brownish tone. So it's annoying for different assets. This one, for example, but if you just go a little bit into the reddish tone, you get the kind of brown color, which is here.
Yeah.
So to match it a bit better.
Huh.
Difficult to explain.
It is, but it's, I guess, in a way, not changing the color so much as like
giving it a
filter or something, like what is the word? Justin says, "I'm also at work and can only peripherally lurk." There's a word for it, not filter, like an effect. What is the word for it? All my design time
tint.
and design.
I think it's tint something.
Yeah, or tint or saturation or I don't know. There's definitely a word, but I understand at least. And you showed it off. I think that helps. So this one doing kind of the opposite of what you did in the other room.
Yep. It works both ways.
Yep.
I think it needs to be wider.
Yeah.
Ah, now it's a little bit confusing.
There you go. Perfect. Jacob says, "I'm going to start breaking up my floors like this too, besides just doing rugs." Yeah, that's what I was doing for a long time, was just putting rugs on the floor because the patterns would be too much. And I'd be like, I need something just blank here. And this too, putting the outline on. I started doing that in the last map I made. Just outlining it a little bit to show, you know.
I don't feel well with these color differences, so I need to separate them.
Yeah.
That's also some kind of OCD thing.
It just makes it feel more complete. Otherwise, it just feels like unpolished or something.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob says,
And
also...
the rope.
Oh, yes, and the rope with the lamps. Yeah. But it's such a like easy way of making sure the whole room is lit up.
Yeah, I can show some additions to this. Let's make it more like a party room. I recently made a fantasy disco.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a very colorful tavern with a dancing area and a smoking area with water pipes. Yeah, sometimes you get very, very weird commissions.
Well, that's why.
This was a normal one. This was a normal one.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Jacob says I also need to download outlines, and I've been putting in planks for my thresholds for staircases. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. To like, I've done that to like line small rooms too. Like a plank around the room, like a trim. Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. Something's missing here.
Well, we need lights, but maybe well, you don't have doors.
Yeah, I missed something in this area. Painting or so.
Maybe.
Or curtain. Curtain.
Oh, that would
That's
work.
something I'm missing. Like a carpet on the wall. That's how I imagine them as well.
Yeah, like a tapestry.
Tapestry, right.
That's what I'm here for, to provide the English words.
You translate. So, and benches.
Oh, yeah.
You can never have enough of them. Ah, that's a problem.
It's on the wrong layer.
Exactly. I'm getting confused. So, alright.
It looks good.
Still took more than enough time.
Yes.
Alright.
It did make it a little bigger than the 20 by 20 we were provided. But that's okay.
Yep.
It looks nice though. Can you
Yeah, we're
add...
not finished yet.
Yes. Can you add light effects in Dungeondraft, or do you have to add them later in Foundry? You can add them in here, and I'm sure Birdie will touch on that, but we also touched on it
Do
on
it
the other.
right now.
Yeah.
So I have prepared prefabs for it with different colors. Also, don't forget to save.
Is that the first time you've saved?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm having my fingers on Control and S all the time.
Okay.
Or Control and Z.
Yes. Yeah, so these are prefabs, so you already have the little light attached to it, which is smart. I should do that. I don't know why I've not thought of that before. Because anytime you place a lantern, it usually has lights. So then you go in and you put... That would save so much time. Look, I've learned so much today.
But I wanted to make something different. Oh, I forgot about it. Let's do it here. Oh, we forgot so many things. So many basic things.
Oh yes, the dart and the...
Same things I place on every map.
Yeah. And the cob... Well, you
Some
got the
dust.
cobwebs.
A few of them.
Yeah. You don't need too many. 'cause
Maybe maybe the tavern is a little bit more clean.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe this has a good staff. Jacob says I save like every time I do any change to it at all. Control S, Control S, Control S. Yeah.
After every step.
He says he also stole the rope path trick that you used in the mine map where it went underwater, because it added a lot of depth. He liked that.
Let's do it like this. So.
If it's clean, you gotta add a broom, he says.
Right, there's no broom so far.
He's like, oh yeah. You can go in the storage room. There's a nice space on the left side in that corner. There you go. Jacob says, I figured I would just sidetrack you. Oh yes, the cellar. For the alcohol, the wine.
Well, maybe. Or something different. Maybe a hidden back room, a dungeon connected to the sewers.
Maybe this
Back to this.
is a hideout for the Thieves Guild. I don't know. Make up your own story, I guess. Oh, what's this? Okay, crystals. Jacob says it looks 1,000,000 times better than his version. I didn't know that 1,000,000 times better. Definitely better, I would say. Because Birdie's been doing this forever. 4 years is a long time to be making maps. Okay. Oh, we are going disco. A rainbow of colors. I need one more color.
Yeah. Also need to...
I was gonna say, if you didn't.
Now it's fitting.
Huh.
And now the annoying part, the same thing again.
Yeah, that's one thing I hope they figure out. In case the guild needs to party, right? After you accomplish your quest, they lower this chandelier. So yeah, here's the lights. So obviously you can change the colors on the lights. Change the size. I think some of these are asset packs though, so...
Yes.
But some of them are basic. I think the one you're using right now is a basic one.
The one I'm using is basic. So
Yeah.
if you... I only use basically this one. Bigger. Mostly this one. These for ambience. These are from Forgotten Adventure. I think Forgotten Adventure. Not sure which one. This one. AOA. I can look it up. It's for free. Completely.
I think that one's on cartography assets, I think.
Yeah, as well. And from Krager's Lights and Shadow Pack, this one. The Circle Large 25. The rest very, very rarely. I use them.
I sometimes use the one that's like a box. The third one down on the left column there. For if there's like a window or something, or I want like a dramatic light on like a statue or something. Like sometimes I'll do that. But I'm the same way. I pretty much just use the circle. I also often have to do this, and I'm like, ugh, it's too dark on this one side, so I'll put the light down first and then go get the candle or the lantern.
If you're already in that tool, you can place it ahead.
Yeah.
Just need to know where.
God, you move through the interface so fast. I feel like I take forever to like, wait, where is this thing?
Already got used to the hotkeys.
Yes. Yeah. I'll say it again because I know some people weren't here at the beginning, but they're introducing hotkeys to Dungeondraft in the upcoming update, and Birdie and I were lucky enough to be able to help test a little bit. Oh, I never do that. I never put cobwebs on the statues and stuff, but that makes sense. No, who's getting up there to dust that? Not me.
Not the dwarf.
Maybe I would be a dwarf. Not an elf. I'd be short. Maybe I'd be a gnome. Oh, so beautiful. This is the fancy private room. Jacob says, I made a swamp map just recently and I added the webs to the trees and I was very proud of myself. You should be. I now add cobwebs to everything as well, and I blame Birdie. For sure. But it makes sense, you know? That's spiders gotta eat too. They need a home.
They are everywhere.
I like it a lot. I wouldn't even know what to add at this point. You know? I feel like it's...
You can always add more.
That's what you were saying when I'm like, I don't know what I would do. Oh yeah, and these are new doors, I think. Those ones. The double doors.
No, those are mine.
Are they? Oh.
I think the new ones are a little bit up here somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, those ones, yeah. Yeah. These double doors. Yeah, they're like huge.
I'm happy to have them. I think I used them like 2 or 3 times by now. So worth it already.
Hmm.
Oh, dang. Forgot something.
Mm-hmm. What?
Block light. It's a door, not a window.
Yes. That's what I forget every time too. Block light. And then you go and then you're like, why? I have to go in and manually change all of these doors. Same with the windows. I feel like sometimes I have to change windows.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one or the other.
It's most annoying if it's happening when you have placed all the windows and then you notice, oh shit.
Yeah, then you have to select them all. But yeah, if you were to import it, for those who don't know, if you were to import it and you didn't click block light on the doors, it would think that all the doors were windows, and vice versa. If you don't have the allow light to block light for the or what am I saying? Now I'm getting confused. You guys figure it out. But yeah, the allow light thing is what changes it from a door to a window. And when you import it into Foundry, if you don't have it set right, then it thinks all of them are doors or all of them are windows. And then you have to manually go in and either tell it it's not doors or...
Yeah, need to change the settings.
Yeah, it is a pain. And you have to select... And it's much harder to select it on Foundry than it is on Dungeondraft, I'll say. Because the line is so tiny on Foundry. Pain in the butt making a swamp map, though, Jacob says.
Oh yes, agree. You don't have enough assets. Not asset. Yeah, I think the basic is done. Basis.
Sure. Yeah, I like it.
So 10 minutes, that should be enough for the exterior.
Okay. If you say so. It wouldn't be for me, but... cobblestones. That's the street we have in this area. Jacob says, I just can't find any terrain brushes that I like for the swamp. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yep. There are some workarounds, but take a long time. I can show it on the city streets. It works the same way. Do it now. Quickly. So you pick the pattern you want to place above, for example. You want to make this more to a swampy area. You can do the following, like picking this texture, the goo pattern. I can make a pack for it, a special asset pack. It's from my private pack, which is basically this pattern here. This material brush, which I never use, and created an asset for it as a pattern.
Oh. So then you could change the opacity on it and stuff too, probably.
Yes. Yes.
That's the thing I hate.
Little color theory.
Yeah.
It's green. I put red on top, so it's getting brown. And then you can turn off the outline. Change the tone slightly to something different. Or making it way more black. It's a bit intense.
Yeah, it takes
so you create some kind of swampy area.
There you go. Now you learned.
Beware, do it at the end of your mapping session when everything else is done. It's getting laggy.
Yeah, because you had all those circles. Justin says, next episode, swamps. No, next episode is going to be assets, actually, I think. Maybe. We'll see. We don't plan that far in advance, though, really. We talk about it, but then we're like,
Some assets and a map where we use it. Some simple one. Maybe a swamp map. We can do a swamp map and swamp assets. That's a good choice.
Okay. Swamp map and swamp assets. Yeah, Jacob says, I suggested it last time and he said no.
Yeah? For this time. For the next time.
Yeah, next time. And like that, just
direction.
Going to point out that you kind of added that one color in the middle, like you've slowly worn down the path because that's what happens. And then also paving the sides like this. KYLIE said swamp ass ets. Yes, I did. And Jacob liked the tip about the swamp. But yeah, just lots of circles will lag it. For sure.
I could also pick this one. I like this one too. Let's take this one.
I think, is this one of yours? This is not a normal one. Yeah.
One of mine.
Yeah, I like
nightmare to draw. It's a nightmare to draw. It's all every circle is drawn manually.
Yeah.
With my mouse.
And then you had to make it into like a pattern.
Making it seamless is also pretty tricky.
Yeah.
I always thought there were a trick to it. There is none. It's manually done. Maybe there is, but I don't know.
There is for it just depends. I don't know how it imports, you know. I have to figure that out. If I knew how it imported into Dungeondraft, I could maybe help with that. Also, he has some pre-made some prefab roofs here to make it faster.
Exactly.
Justin says, maybe I shouldn't lurk. I don't think I've said anything constructive or asked any insightful questions. You're still free to lurk, Justin. It's fine. It made us laugh, and that's all that matters. Jacob says, I got a beefy computer, so it'll be fine. But I'll still do it at the end. I also have a beefy computer.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And also, I guess it would depend on how big your map is, too. Don't make a huge swamp if you're doing that. Jacob says he shared his swamp on the server if you wanted to take a look, because he's curious on your thoughts about it. I like that there's little birds on the roof. Oh, now it has a sign. I like that.
Maybe we should take another stream for specific city maps.
We could.
So, or districts more, like the big ones.
Yeah.
There I used only prefabs.
That would be a good idea. Though you do have to be careful with size for Foundry sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Justin says, I guess he was looking at Jacob's swamp on the server. He says, I like it. It's like the Everglades. The water is a little dark, but you've got some nice assets in there. There's a space. That's the only joke he knows right now. There we go. Reducing the size. I'm guessing like an alley or something on the left there by the building.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh no.
Oh, did it crash?
I think so. Why is it? Oh shit. Oh no.
Hello?
No, it's not working. Oh no.
Oh,
I haven't
no.
saved.
Oh no! Well.
Why is it always happening on a stream?
We'll switch to me for a minute. I don't know. Well.
Okay.
This might be a... Well, you'll have to see it next time.
Hold on.
You found a bug with changing the map size, Jacob says. Kinda. We did break it.
That's was something different. Not because of map sizes. I know the bugs that happening with map size. It's a different one. Maybe it's a new one with a new version. Maybe.
It could be. It could be a new one.
Let's see how much we lost.
Oh.
Oh, I can stream again. Hold on
Okay.
a second.
Yes, yes. And yes, my sign looks backwards to you guys because we're on Discord. Oh.
Oh no! I have bad feelings about it.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
hey, it wasn't that far.
Yeah, okay. It's so much into my routine to save before I change this map size that I really saved before I changed the map size.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, happy. All right. Always save. Always save.
Control S all the time. Yeah, so much for 10 minutes, Jacob says. Yeah. Well,
we're still 1 minute left.
We got a minute. You can do it.
It's actually not taking that long.
No. Go.
A little bit too much. That's fine.
Paving stones. A curb. You can see all of Birdie's terrain stuff. Which I like a lot. There you go. And that looks more like an alley because it's got a lot more dirt.
This one.
There you go. In the next version of Dungeondraft should add more terrain slots instead of 8. They still haven't done that. At least
Yes,
12.
please.
That's what Jake.
Please. But I think it hits hard on performance.
I think so, because even if you do 8, it can be hard on performance.
So for lower spec systems. But you
Yeah.
can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Maybe I should dig in the files. Maybe I can change it manually.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe there's a mod for that. Oh, Justin asked the same thing. I wonder if there's a mod to expand that. I think there is.
I wanted to add tables here. Ah, too late.
Justin says, I am helpful. We didn't say you weren't, Justin. You were the only one that said you weren't.
Also, this is a bug happening sometimes when reducing the map size.
Yeah, it happens.
As you see, the terrain is missing.
Yeah, like disappears. Glad it's not just me. It looks like a city street. I feel like you need a cart or something though. But we don't have time for carts, so. Unless you have a prefab. I'm sure you probably do.
Yes. Of course I have. What kind of card do you need? Do you want?
I don't know. Maybe if this is a guild hall, maybe a weapons cart. Is that a thing? That one? Oh. Maybe.
I have so many more ideas, but time is running out. I was considering adding another building.
Yeah.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do. But not today.
Yeah. And
In the afterwork.
yeah, and after stream, you can add your tables outside too.
Yeah, for the tables, I had to consider an opening here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wouldn't go outside like here to
Yeah.
enter this area.
To serve. Yep. You're right. That makes sense. This is always kind of the fun part to me. It feels like painting or something. Or coloring, maybe. Dirty back streets. The music is nice. I found myself just like listening to the music now. And outlining it.
Correct.
Stand out. A small detail. Jacob also likes music. It's Michael Gelfi Studios. Because you can stream it if you tag them in the description. I just put together their like all their tavern songs because I was like, I don't want it to be battle music for map making. That feels
Then I would be stressed out.
be very intense music. Yeah, this is a chill stream. There you go, more buildings. There's so many roofs you have here.
Yeah, I sat down and made a lot of roofs a while ago. Worth it.
Yeah. I need to do this as well. Battle music would be intense. You'd feel as though you needed to finish it faster. Yeah. Time's running out. The goblins are attacking us. We gotta get this map done. That'd be too much stress. You don't like this room?
I have an idea.
Back door.
Kind of. Well, yeah, it is, but more to it.
Little landing.
And an outside area with tables.
Oh, back there. Hey, that works. But now is the pee stain from a man or a woman. You know, girls are not as good. They're not very clean. I know we like to say that we are, but if you've been in a public restroom, a female public restroom, it's really not any better than men public restroom.
Yeah. Males and females alike.
Yeah, everybody's a mess. Elevation, Jacob says. Yes. Adding that little bit makes everything feel like it's a little taller. Separate them. Don't need a rug outside. That'd get moldy. Just making them smaller.
Yeah, they're too big, these ones.
I do that a lot too, and I'm like, why? Who's sitting in this chair? Why is their butt so big? They need a chair this big. That's 5 foot. Because you gotta think, like, each square is 5 feet, right? Whose butt is that big? Ooh, Jacob says string lights overhead in the outdoor seating area. Cozy. Oh, is this a little fence?
Exactly.
Oh, bushes, plants. It's a very cozy area.
Now we get to the basic rules I've made for nature maps.
Huh? And more colors. I was wondering if you would do it, if you'd add more colors. I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, you didn't make more colors.
Just a few. Just a few colors. The annoying part is that you have different color palettes between Skeleton and Object Tool and the Lighting Tool.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, you don't really need... Like, once you set colors, you should just keep them forever. For, like, everything on that map. There we go. Greenery. Oh boy, I hear a very noisy baby girl upstairs.
Oh, am I stupid?
What?
Why didn't I see it earlier? There was a perfect outside area. Here.
Oh yeah, with this hallway. Oops. Well, if it makes you feel better, I only noticed it after you pointed it out too. So, there you go. I wish you could get a preview of the prefabs as well. I'm watching you do that and I'm like, I wish there was a preview. I've thought that so many times. Separate.
That's...
I didn't even notice they didn't have a shadow until you turned it on. Oh yeah, line the grass. Yeah, when I got one of your maps, I don't know which one it was, but I saw this. I didn't know what it was. I was like, there's no way he used the material brush here, because there's a material brush like a grass one, and I was like, there's no way, because I was like, you can't, it doesn't look like that. I was like, how
too perfect.
Yeah, how did he do this?
I had the same thoughts when I first saw it. That's a tongue breaker.
But now you need a door too, there.
Yeah. Where are you?
Hello.
Where are you?
Not that far.
Okay, it's too far.
Oh well, you did make the map smaller, so maybe.
Yeah, it's outside of the area.
I'm about to have a flinty in my lap. Hold on, I must prepare. Come on, if you're coming up. Oh, he's like, well, now you know I'm coming, so I'm not coming up. There he goes. You just have to, like, ignore the cat, and then they do what you want. Sit down. Yes, you can sit down. Why is your back wet? Why is that a thing?
Just cleaned.
Yeah, probably. He used to, when he was a kitten, he didn't know how to clean himself. And we adopted him after we adopted our other one, and she taught him how to clean himself. She like pulled him, like would trap him down and like groom him. She doesn't do that anymore, and he has since learned to take care of his coat, but she was like, no, you can't sit next to me and be stinky.
It must have looked so stupid how he cleaned himself that she intervened.
Yeah. Especially since she didn't like him. Like, she still doesn't like him, I think, sometimes. Like, she doesn't go to him, you know? If you see them sitting together, it's because he sat next to her and she allowed it to happen, you know? We have two very different cats. Hi, Flinty. Always in the circles. Some grass. That's beautiful.
Okay, it's a little bit longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
About 25-ish. But we did have a crash that took, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes.
Hey, I'm trying to help you.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't want to stress out art.
No, that's true.
You want to take your time.
God, the shape of this building though is so nice. Like, I know it's not perfect, but it's not just like square, you know? It's got like different rooms. It feels like it's organically, I mean, not organic, but like someone built upon the building, you know, and it just feels more real in that way. Even the crooked walls are kind of like just add character to it. Feels like a place you could find right now. You're right, Kylie. That's organic. It's, doesn't organic mean like natural? Like, I don't know.
I think if you go by architecture, you can call it this way, organic.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it's not planned ahead, not with the whole building in mind. Just, we need a room here, we build a room here.
Yeah, that's what Justin says. He says yes, but it also means not by design. So yeah. Wow. It's funny, but the non-native English speaker knew more than me.
It's the same in German.
Oh, okay. It's the actual way people used to do buildings. Actually add on one room at a time. Like it just happens. Huh. I learned a lot in these streams.
That was at least for smaller buildings like housings. I think taverns as well, but castles also were more planned.
Well, that makes sense because you build them to like defend a place, or so you know how many troops you have.
It's more like the whole weight, and it can fall into.
Oh yeah.
Can crash.
Yeah. Structurally need to be able to hold that much stone.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Bridges, for example.
Yeah.
You can't just organically build a bridge.
No. I mean, you could, but I don't want to walk on that one. Ow, Flinty. Claws, buddy. Thank you.
Sharp claws.
Yep.
All right. I think I would end it here right now.
Sure.
It's not completely finished.
Right, lighting and...
Yeah, lighting is missing. Maybe we can do the shadow. Let's do the shadow. The final shadow.
Sure. That's the easy part.
That's a simple...
Yeah.
It's an easy part and something we always do.
Someone's at the front door.
Oh, sorry if you heard my Google, but apparently someone's at the front door. It's probably the neighbor kids asking for Mia to come outside. Commoner buildings were built one step at a time in the medieval era. I think I learned that from Birdie. Pretty sure. And fortified structures were actually planned. Yeah. Jacob says it looks beautiful, though. It does look beautiful. I agree. And this...
So for the shadows, you don't need to be exact. Just roughly match the building.
Oh yeah, and that's like a little awning outside. I like it. Especially since it's not super dark too, you know? So if you're not exact, it doesn't stand out that much. Love all the additions, Justin says, and thanks for a great baseline map, Jacob. Yes, it's a very good... He liked the structure of it a lot.
You gave the starting point.
Yeah. Like, you just do one building at a time.
Also, because I use my layer system, I know that every roof is on the roof's layer and I can place the shadows always underneath them.
Yeah.
On four. Nothing is between.
Another reason to use layers.
All right.
There we go.
I'll finish it up and post it in the Discord.
Okay, sounds good. I guess let me make my face big and I'll close us out. So, thank you so much for watching this stream. I think next time we'll do a swamp map, apparently. Highly asked for, I guess. Well, it's just Jacob asking, but you know, it's fine. And we'll do some assets for it, maybe, if we have time for both. Justin says...
Yeah, definitely. So, a swamp is a nature map that really doesn't take long.
Oh.
It's the quickest of all, and then we can do in the first hour some assets, like 2 or 3, 4, 10 more plants. It's easy to draw. It takes like 2 to 5 minutes to draw a plant.
All right, so that's what we'll do next time, hopefully. And then, yeah, we've been doing what, the first Friday of every month? We'll see.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, we'll see. Because as we get closer to the holidays, it might, I don't know, it might be harder. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.